Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Hades 2, and last time we had what was, by most accounts, our most successful run yet. We finally confirmed that yes, Kronos does have a second phase. Granted, we died immediately, but hey, that's still progress. As for what we have planned for our next run here, the bonus bones weapon is one that we do not yet have unlocked, so I think we'll just go to whatever weapon it's been the longest since we last used, which I think would mean torches. Don't quote me on that. Outside of that, in terms of keepsakes, we picked up one or two of interest. I do very much still like starting off with the Silken Sash to get that extra armor and build up more armor while you have a relatively safe first floor. But we got Demeter's keepsake to help get Demeter boons, and I do really like the boons that she has, so that could certainly be helpful. The other one we were eyeing was the one that we just picked up from Skelly, which I'm not seeing right now. I'm wondering if maybe the game didn't save after we gifted to him previously. In which case, let's do that now.
Commander, though it falls to us to keep the old traditions alive, may you partake of this nectar, unburdened by the weight of its significance.
I'm most appreciative of both the offering and of the sentiment, and I summarily shall do my part. Behold, the luckiest of my possessions is in your possession now.
Okay, so we get the Luckier Tooth, which, if I recall, is 51 life back from what is functionally a Death Defiance. So what I'm thinking is, you start the run with Silken Sash, maybe you switch partway through to Demeter or something else along the way, Hephaestus, which is now fully upgraded, to give yourself a little bit better boon quality. Then toward the end, that's when you get the extra benefit of the extra Death Defiance, which, especially against Kronos, would be really helpful. So that's what I'm thinking. Some keepsakes that work particularly well at the beginning of the run, and now one that works particularly well at the end of the run. I think we still start with this, and maybe we just cross our fingers that we get a Demeter boon by chance. Otherwise, maybe we switch to this around Oceanus, Fields of Mourning, and then on the last floor is when we switch to Luckier Tooth. Something like that. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's jump in.
Into Erebus.
Well,
Raining again.
Right on cue. Wonderful. Oh, I honestly have taken zero notice to when it's been raining, but apparently that's a thing.
Could have informed us, informed me, whilst you grew supple and strong in the witch's care. Yet knowing Hecate, she must have deemed the risk too great. I understand. I'll try to understand.
Okay, very nice. So I am a big fan of Demeter's boons because I love the freeze effect. It just makes things so much safer long term. And I think the attack on the torches I'm not a huge fan of, but the special is really good. And a cast with freeze could be really helpful too, so honestly either of those could be great. I mean, it'd be nice to upgrade the rarity of these, but we will go with, I guess, special.
Cool and brisk.
Oh, don't do that. Okay. And Psyche. Oh, I don't remember. Did we... What tool did we take? Oh, we took the spade again? Uh-oh. Okay, I meant to take the pick, but so be it. Because we have more places, or more seeds than we have plots at this point. So it's hard to get proper value. Oop. Out of the seeds at this stage. We have a bit of a bottleneck. Okay. Took a little bit of damage, but that's where the armor comes in handy, of course. Don't have to worry too much about taking at least little chips of damage. Okay. So, extra max health. We did get an upgrade to increase our max health here. So we're on 70 to start off with, and max magic up a little bit as well. So we might not have quite as much of a need here. I do like the special upgrade we just got, so honestly, I think we might take this. It's a little greedy. It is definitely a little greedy. I will admit that. Would like to get at least one other reliable source of damage on top of this, because although we freeze the enemies from medium-ish range, I mean, we can still follow up with our basic attack, yes, which does have some range, but a way to, after freezing the enemies, follow up more safely and reliably for the big damage. I mean, now this will deal more damage directly, so that's a little bit less of a necessity. Ooh. Okay, so we did use our last nectar. However, I have been recently very keen on acquiring more more upgrades. Well, those guys are frozen. Try to sneak in. I hesitate a little bit there. Could have avoided taking damage altogether if I'd just been more decisive from the onset. Okay, there you see, when we do get the timing right, it is very effective. Okay, well, we have to take a hammer upgrade. Not that I'm complaining. I meant that before I even saw if there was an alternative. That was meant to mean, of course we are taking a hammer upgrade. We quite literally had no choice. Oh, you did not get staggered. I was surprised.
Got you.
Also, I forgot what the attack button was for a second there. Okay, that guy's gonna be annoying. Oh my goodness. Wow. Now I'm just mad at myself. Please go down. You're not down? Okay.
Now for the last one.
Keep our distance from the roots. Okay, we almost blew through. We did blow through all of our. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, that's why we want to have a keepsake that feels decent mid to late run, so in case we do blow through all of our armor, we can still have a keepsake that does something for us. Granted, I was hoping it was going to last a little bit longer than this. The hammer could certainly be helpful. Let's see. While you channel your attacks, you fire 15% faster but move slower. Special fires straight ahead, deals plus 80% damage to armor. I mean, the trajectory of the special is good for clearing out a bunch of enemies that are close together, or at least freezing a whole bunch of enemies that are close together, but as I was saying, it does still require that you get a little bit close, so when the freeze expires, you can get in trouble. Channel your attacks, deal plus 10% damage, and you... Oh, so it's the opposite of this. Huh. I think we still take this, to be honest with you. I think we do.
To better light my way.
There are some negative aspects to it. Let's see what we have here, though. After duration, heal. We are potentially about to go into a chaos room, in which case... Oh. Okay. How does this work if we jump into a chaos gate right now? Does it completely negate this spark of Ixion, or does that mean on the next room we will get another chaos gate? I don't think you can have two chaos boons that have yet to evolve active at the same time. I think it would usually have to wait until our first chaos boon evolves. And that would be a very chaos-centric run in that case. Oh, I mean, that is certainly the best for the build. Oh no, we're doing special, not cast. Let's try it. In the name of science. This may be a horrible idea, but we don't know definitively. Well, alternatively, these are both very good rooms. Is why I hesitated there, and you probably couldn't see, but I sulked. Because with 200-ish coins, we could get at least one boon here, and that is theoretically a higher rarity Demeter boon. Oh man, I do really want this. I think maybe we take this and we rely on that boon that we just, or that item that we just picked up to give us the access to chaos rather than stacking chaos. We kind of get the best of both worlds in this way.
Shadow Spiller.
Oh, whoa, okay. Here I was thinking I was being smart, not running straight in full speed ahead. I was just going for a little bit of chip damage. I got stuck. Oh, right, and this goes... I forgot, though. This goes straight now. Okay. Okay, you're down. I don't need to be right next to you. I think this is the ideal distance. For what it's worth, that hammer upgrade that we just got made a big difference because this enemy does usually have armor. It's just that moment when you are walking into the clouded area, the shadow area, where you can't see in, but you are, yeah, well, it's the most dangerous part. Once you're in, obviously, it's much better, but, okay, your cast repeatedly deals damage and inflicts freeze. We were expressing interest in this before. Honestly, this could be good, too. That's not bad. Certainly early on, that could add up to having us save quite a bit of damage, even if it's only one instance of damage. I do kind of like this, to be honest. I think we take the simple, straightforward option, though.
Comfort.
Okay, now we can still go into the Chaos Room, and I feel much better about skipping a Psyche Room than I do about skipping a high rarity Demeter boon. And we also don't take any damage.
Chaos seeks me.
Obviously, whatever negative effect we get from this, we are going to have an effect
Through.
during the Hecate fight. So we do still need to be careful about that.
The ancient and obscure originator of creation yet remains, observing from within such black impenetrable depths the endless toil of the living and the dead.
Chaos is witness to all.
Okay, what do we get?
Spark of Ixion brought you to me, an ember from the flame forever burning in the underworld. Its light reveals gateways into my abyss and relieves the common side effects of entering. I recommend continued use of it.
It is nice. It does help a little bit to alleviate one of the concerns about going into a Chaos Room, but there are other things, like moving 59% slower when we're about to go into a boss fight. Next 3 encounters, each time you use charge moves, take a bunch of damage. Afterwards, sprint is 20% faster. Not that concerned about the downside of that one, but the upside is not that intriguing. Cannot earn coins afterward. Oh, man. All these upsides just... Well, these 2 upsides feel pretty bad. This one might have the best upside. Even that is kind of indirect, because we need to get an infusion. And the downside for this one, though, is pretty terrible. So I kind of hate what we have here. I mean, we might just do this and not charge up our attacks. And we get 20% faster. Not that that makes a huge difference.
Let's see how this goes.
I mean, in some boss fights, sure, maybe it'll make a slight difference. Actually thought we were quite literally going, oh,
May I help you?
straight in to the boss fight, but apparently not. Not quite. Can we, alright, let's just casually do this first.
Huh.
And also, we have to wait for this, though, right? Yeah, that's kind of weird that you can use the shovel, but you can't use... compel the spirits before the encounter is done. But obviously, Nemesis.
Sometimes I get a little boost from Artemis, but you... Just about all Olympus backs you up, and even still, it's not enough. Somehow they are.
I mean, we've made it a lot further than you have, I'll have you know.
Direct your criticism to the gods themselves. Now what is it you want with me?
I mean, technically we are kind of sort of a goddess.
I want a little taste of all that power for myself.
As is Nemesis.
Come on, I'll trade you.
Oh, what? I did not expect this. I like our cast, thank you very much, and would not like to gain 60 max magic for it. Maybe if you had offered health in exchange, I might have considered it, but no. Especially when we don't want to be using charged attacks right now. This is going to have to be a no from me.
I said I don't need your aid. Watch yourself, Nem.
Oh, snap.
Go, Freenos. See you in the crossroads.
Okay, we'll get some Psyche. Alright, she takes that room. I don't know what it was, but we'll take this with Arachne. Apparently no enemies in this room, which I think means we get no progress on our Chaos boon for what it's worth. Likewise with this, at least in Hades 1, you only made progress on the number of rooms when you clear a room that has enemies in it. So I don't think that Nemesis room counted, since we didn't fight anything.
Gently now.
This definitely won't.
Silken fire.
But this is an opportunity to reactivate our keepsake.
I can't remember anymore what it was like having two legs. Only the two.
Oh,
I'm hideous, I know, but I don't fall over myself like I once did. Second nature now, scurrying about.
admittedly, I might have mentioned this before, I do not know Arachne's backstory. So apparently, in life, she was a person, and only in the afterlife did she turn into a spider. That's kind of a terrifying prospect. But okay, you know, maybe we don't think more about that.
Don't speak that way. My task would go much faster if I had legs like yours, Arachne.
Let's also not think about that.
Save your pity for another soul, my friend. Now then, I've saved some of my softest silk for you.
Okay. We can get Fate Fabric and a lot of armor. Can get extra health restoration, also a lot of armor. Channel faster, I mean, at least in the immediate term, is not helpful. I think we go for one of these. What is our health right now? We are at max health. So... yeah, actually, come to think of it, this does not give us any benefit at all beyond this, because mathematically speaking, yes, if you want to think of it from that standpoint, by the time we are taking health damage, that means that all of our armor is gone. So that means we no longer have the emerald dress, so this 2 healing per room never takes effect. So this is just 10 extra armor, plus also a craftable resource.
All in an evening's work.
So at least when we are already on full health,
Some fate fabric.
it makes sense for us to go that route. Okay, we still are... I thought we were further along on this floor. But with all our strange rooms, maybe that's messing with my perception. So we can get coins or we can get health. Let's go health, because we passed on that opportunity previously.
Face me.
I once again forgot that we now have a straight projectile for that. Okay, yeah, so it still would come. Oh, I knew it was coming and was still slow to dash. Still am kind of getting used to the trajectory. And still trying to figure out what the best source of direct damage for us is. Once we get the freeze, what do we do? And we have 2 ways to do the freeze, of course, at this point. If we could get one of the cast upgrades... oh, I did not see you there for a second. If we could get one of the cast upgrades that allows us to move the cast so it's not right on top of us, that would make a big difference. I didn't...
That was chaos.
Okay, I'm a little mad about us taking damage from that being considered a charge when the encounter was complete and I did not hold the button. Okay, Bones versus Psyche. I actually might prefer Bones at this stage because we've now started to see the different types of things we can buy with the Bones. And the Psyche, I mean, we're getting some of that pretty consistently from Freenos, so I don't think that's as, oh my god, as urgent. Look at how many enemies there are in here. And now, the game is also going to rub in my face how I had intended to take the pickaxe on this run. Still not the end? Oh, it's gonna be a big dude. Yeah. And more. Wow. This room is incredibly crowded. What is up with this? If you guys get frozen, because we need to deal with this guy. Not that guy. This guy. Oh, gosh. Nope. That's why I want to be able to move our cast further. Okay. That was a
That's something.
surprisingly nasty room. This has happened on a few occasions now, where we've been taking the shovel, and yet it's let us use the pickaxe. So that is weird to me. Okay, we do have a shop here. I suspect... oh, unalterable. For a second I thought it wasn't going to let us through. I suspect this is the penultimate room just before the boss fight. So we could purchase something here. However, it may not be the best time to do that, since that might make it harder for us to get bigger things, more permanent things here. Okay. So, I do like the boons that we have. We don't have many, but both of them are nice. So, I think that's fine. Ooh, I like Poseidon too. I think that's a really good combo. Okay. And we can afford both of them. So yeah, let's do this first, just because we don't know what we're going to get from Poseidon. So that was... okay, the special upgraded another time. What was the... oh, right, that was the hammer upgrade. It's the thing that's making it fire straight. Okay, now we'll get this.
I fail to see why coin need change hands for a blessing from your uncle. Though come to think, such blessings are most valuable indeed.
Thanks, Poseidon, but no thanks. Well, you have at least 4 water, gain plus 100 max health. Okay, I do think these were both water. So yeah, we have 2 at the moment. So we're not that far away, but it is not yet. It's early enough in the run that we have time to do that. Oof. We've gotten this at least once before, and it was very nice if you get it early. And again, this is pretty early. After you fight. After you strike foes with your weapon, a spirit bubble may appear. This includes, okay, either special or attack, but not cast. Spirit bubble restores magic. No, this is not my cup of tea. I think it's one of these two. Neither one is going to give us that much immediate benefit. I think we do this. Does mean we're going to need to focus on a little bit more watery stuffs, but that should be doable.
You know already, don't you, my lord? About the 3 fates. That Kronos has your sisters in his thrall. Lord Moros is safe with us, at least.
Right, exactly.
Do you truly think so?
I think he does. Alright, in we go. We still cannot charge, so don't use charged attacks.
The umbral flames of ignium at your command. You use them in your own way, not merely copy my technique.
Again, obviously this is absolutely not our first time using the flames against her.
You always said once I was ready to brandish the flames that I would wield them with my intuition as my guide.
But we've had other more important things that she's discussed on previous occasions.
Just so. I always favored these old flames of mine, but as to whether you and yours truly connect, we'll have to see.
That we shall. Okay, that was horrible. That was nearly horrible as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lids! It's taking all the worst damage. Okay, double attack, sure. At least I saw that one coming. Oh, I missed that. Ah, still got hit by that. No good. Dash through that one. Don't really have much reason to be point blank, to be honest with you.
Do not overextend.
Okay, where are your friends? Here they are. What was that? Oh, is that the circle on the ground that Hecate makes also hitting in the same... No, we didn't take damage though, I don't think. Oh, what is... Oh, that's a golden urn, which admittedly I was paying 0 attention to before. I had to remind myself that was... Wait. Our The visual effect on our circle... Oh, I ignored that a little bit. From our cast, and then Hecate's ranged attack there, or her circular attack, it's very similar. Did mess with me a bit. Yeah, we really don't have any reason to be that close. We know it's not you. Could it be? Oh my god, Lids. Oh my god, Lids. I think we got hit by that too. Why not? Why not get hit by everything? And that is the real Hecate. I think that is the real Hecate as well? No, it is not. It is this one down here. Yeah, we're slowing her down is the other thing. We can't freeze the boss enemies, but... Alright, we'll just dodge into it while you're at it, Lids. We can't freeze the boss enemies altogether, but we can slow them down, which should make it easier for us to dodge their abilities, and yet, as you can see, I've messed up on every possible occasion. Come on, little sheep. Excuse me, Selene is our friend. She would never smite us, I think. Oh my god. I'm so close to just saying, alright, today is not our day. Let's hang it up. Let's put away the controller. I mean, at least at this point, you know, we can still heal health back. We do have some health restoration, so we can still do that. Oh my god. We will get the healing in between floors from the fountain, which we actually recently upgraded the effectiveness of, in addition to the small healing that we get between every room, which we also, I think, did we upgrade that? If not, then that was one of our next priorities. So it's not like it's insurmountable, he says as he continues to take bad damage. But these are all, every single one of these hits are hits that we should not be getting hit by. I don't think we can outrange her. It's not the real Hecate, this is. Okay, so at the end of the day, hopefully, that is still not enough damage to be all that significant.
I shall see you at the crossroads anon. I shall be catching there my breath.
Withstood that
Okay,
chaos.
there's the Chaos Boon evolving, which means this is faster, which, yeah, on occasion, particularly against bosses, could be useful. We obviously lost our, our armor, which means the Arachne boon is not really doing anything anymore. But as we can see here, we are already back at full health, so from that standpoint, it didn't make that big of a difference.
Maybe I should switch.
It does mean that we should probably switch. So the question now becomes, do we go... I mean, we could throw this on and try to get more Demeter stuff happening. Get, I think... Well, obviously, at least some of her boons are water elemental, so that would help with our infusion. And we have the option to upgrade one of those boons. Hopefully there are more synergies when you have multiple Demeter boons. So, several reasons for that. And then on a later floor, we throw out the... Or we put on the Luckier Tooth. So sure, I think we take this.
The sheath.
If there is one thing on which the accursed fates and I agree, it is that all eventually shall decay. All spring from nothingness, and back into that chaos we shall all return. You merely hurry it along.
I mean, we did just chat with Chaos, so you're not wrong. It is actually kind of true. Oh, did I?
The rim of
I forgot
Osiris.
the golden urn in the boss fight, didn't I? I was talking about how I was not paying much attention to look out for golden urns previously, and then I'm pretty sure I missed that one as well. I mean, it's maybe 15 coins, so hopefully it's not a difference maker, but who knows? I mean, I've already established that I can do nothing right today, so here, we'll make up for it there. Okay, a little bit more.
Stay where you are.
Stay where you are, indeed. That is kind of the whole idea. Knew that was coming. Just tried to get that out, so we were less likely to get punished in the process. Okay. No, free nose. Okay. So what do we get here? Let's see. So ideally, we would like something that has water elemental. So we could get magic restoration, but I think we'd probably prefer to go with one of these. Cast also creates a cyclone at the binding circle. It is epic rarity. I think that could be nice. Freeze effects last longer. Ooh, that does synergize really well with stacking lots of Demeter boons, and when we already have Demeter cast and special, that is really tempting. Ooh. That's already epic rarity. Maybe we just take our chances that we're going to see that later on. I think...
All right.
I mean, both of them are great. Don't get me wrong. I think we take this. We could consider altering here. I'm not really sure what we're looking for instead of this, though. So I'm not entirely... Like, this we could switch, and then it'd probably turn into health, which wouldn't be a terrible thing. I don't remember what is considered in the same category as coins. It might be in the same category as magic and health. Sure. No, let's go in here. I think we save the reroll for a later floor when it's more significant. These guys are pretty nasty when they have such a small room and such significant numbers. Oh, this is going to have 4 paths out of this room when we are done. Oh, no, I see that coming. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is not the room. Not the room for you to be knocking us around from one area to the next. It's hard enough already to crowd control these guys. Okay. There we go.
All right.
We get the coins. 4 choices here. We have 261 coins, so it's not a bad idea to go to the shop. We do have all of our boons I really like. So honestly, Palm is pretty solid here to upgrade what we have. Hermes could certainly be helpful in any of a number of ways, and this is the obvious one that we would not take. So it's really between these two, I think. So we can still save some more coins and benefit from later shops, I think. Honestly, let's go Palm. It's hard to turn down Hermes, don't get me wrong. But I really like what we have, at least in theory. I think we've the foundation. We have the basic building blocks. I want to make those building blocks stronger. Don't forget those guys explode. Admittedly, I did forget that at first. Please stop running. Please stop running. Okay, remember, our special has the big damage bonus against armor. So he's really nice against armored enemies. Still wish we had slightly more range, though. There's nowhere. There's nowhere I could go. I saw all the things that were happening, and I said, you know, I will try to find some space in between all this stuff. But there was no correct answer. Okay, so what do we choose to upgrade here? Cyclone damage. The way this scales is its damage every quarter second goes up. This one we have already upgraded several times. We're starting to get some pretty significant diminishing returns. So I feel like we go here. No, I think actually this. They're both affecting cast damage. How long is the duration on this? 2 seconds. So they're getting 8 procs of this in total. So 2 times 8, 16 extra damage versus just 5 extra damage. So I think you definitely do this.
Strength of the gods.
Okay, nothing else of significance here. Oh, I think... Is that gold? Can't tell if it was. I think we go mini-boss here. I think Selene, we've had mixed success with her in the past, and assuming this is a mini-boss that has armor, we could get a bunch of bonus damage here. Could consider altering this to a different god or goddess, although we've not seen Hestia yet. Might not be the best way to synergize with what we have right now. What did we get from Poseidon? Poseidon was the infusion, right? Oops. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get a water boon from Hestia. So, alright, we'll re-roll. It should still be a mini-boss. Okay, that is more or less exactly what I was looking for. So I will take it. Okay, it is you. You are basically gone already. Or your armor is gone already. I shouldn't get too carried away with my description. Okay, did we get rid of all your friends? No, not quite. Okay, that's the projectile that goes in a bazillion different directions. You had one more friend somewhere. Oh, and you moved. There we go.
Took me for simple prey.
Almost certainly the easiest time we've ever had with that fight. I think on one previous occasion we had this same bonus damage with our specials to armor, and that was also quick, but I don't think we took any damage there. It's hard to top that. Attacks hit foes with a splash that knocks them away. Okay, we do not yet have an attack boon, so there's something to be said for that. Prime 30 magic to reduce any damage you would take by 3. Over the course of the full run, that could certainly add up. When you claim a minor find or special... Oh, yeah, we saw this. Oh, wait. Yeah, we got this plus the other one that improves your rewards on a run a little while back, right? And that was pretty crazy. But if we're thinking purely from the standpoint of this direct run, things that help us in combat, I do like this. But I think maybe we go with the attack here.
I felt something.
Oh, was that enough for the infusion now? Thought we needed one more. No, it says we have 4. Oh, right, the Gale Force as well. Okay, nice. And what was this doing? Well, you have at least... Oh, gain a huge amount of max health. Alright, that's pretty sweet. That's a huge amount. We obviously did pay a boon to get access to it in the first place, but still. Okay, now I think... it's all starting to come together a little bit more. At least that's my hope. Do we have better range on our basic attack now, or is it just that it feels like our basic attack is actually doing something at this stage, which was not really the case before? Oh, hold on. Get back. Wait, there are more. No, what? Okay, that is the opposite direction I told you to dash in. That's frustrating. Okay, there we go, though. In the end, 4 damage is not a huge deal. We should be able to heal that off, more or less. Okay, so now it's all bonus rewards, or the resource-related stuff. I think, again, I'm going to pass on the Psyche. I think it's either Ashes or it's Bones. I think we took Bones previously, so maybe we go Ashes this time. Try to unlock a few more Arcana cards. Oh, that's gonna blow up. Oh, that is also gonna blow up, apparently. Okay. Apparently we got a train kill out of that. Oh, I thought that was a chaos room for a second. From that angle, it really looked like it. That works. Yeah, these armored enemies, at least when we get the first hit on them, we have a pretty straightforward time dealing with them, which of course is an invitation for the game to punish us. These guys are not armored. You are. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Right, just a little bit of ashes. Now, more health or coins. We have a lot of both. I'm trying to think of which one is better to stack. Honestly, at this point, it might be health. I think we can purchase just about everything we'd like to purchase for a while now. Whereas health, you can never really have too much. If we happen to get, well, I was going to say, if we get anything that scales based on the percentage of our health, our Death Defiances do. Our Death Defiances, outside of the Scaly's Tooth, which we are not currently using, that one gives you a fixed amount of... Oh, that was almost nasty timing. The Tooth gives us a fixed amount of health back, but the other, more standard Death Defiances are based on the amount of health you have. So that's helpful to get more health. It's a bit of a feedback loop in that way. I mean, we could now go to a shop with 480 coins is certainly not bad. However, with two other options, if we choose to unseal these, we could potentially get a quote-unquote free boon and save those coins, and I would assume we'll still have the opportunity to get a shop in the penultimate room before the boss fight. I don't think this will be that room. I could be wrong. I'm going to tempt fate a little bit here. There are more enemies in this bonus encounter than I had expected, to be honest with you. Okay. Still made relatively quick work of them. That is tempting. That is very tempting. Ooh. Yeah? I think we take it. I think we do. Is it a free boon? It is. Okay, so this is the last room before the boss fight, in which case, alright, maybe it would have been better to go with the shop, because we are, at a certain point, going to run out of opportunities to go to the shops.
In the name of Hades.
So it is a balancing act. Let's see here. We are less concerned about getting the water elemental stuffs at this point. Oof. Early on, rare crop is amazing. However, this makes all of our boons common. We have at least one that's a Gale Force is very high rarity. We have at least a couple that are rare as well. I'm not sure this is the right time to do it. I think we might just go with Frigid Sprint, which I was saying. I feel like the Cyclone effect there is not a terrible idea. We could rarefy. I think we probably do.
Yes, of course.
Let's do this.
I see.
Okay. So we'll be the boss fight now. You are not a shade that we can compel, even though you kind of look like one, but we've seen you many times before. You're always there. Alright. So very Demeter and Poseidon themed run thus far.
Just can't get enough of us, can you, lady?
Just can't get enough.
It's okay, happens to everybody, especially sailors. We're just that good. Do you sail?
Not anywhere near you, no.
Your self-confidence is enviable, but I'm only here because I have to get past this ridiculous stage. So why don't we skip the
Oof.
show?
Ouch.
I got a better idea. Why don't we start the show? All we needed was a little audience, and we've got you right where we want you.
Alright. We've learned a lot about how to approach this encounter as of late. Ooh, there's our sprints. Coming in handy. Alright, hold on. Oh, yep, she's doing the drums. Okay. I am kind of going to prioritize you, because you tend to be the easiest target. Admittedly, it would help if I remembered more precisely what our sprint did. I see that. I know we're creating this vortex thing. This is the one where when we don't go in. This is the one where we do go in. Okay, I did get that mixed up for a second, but we still made the timing work. Yeah, basically my question is, what does the vortex actually do from our sprint? Oh, where'd you go? Stop running! I know you're... Oh, okay, that's not what I thought you were going to do, but I knew you were doing something. That was supposed to all be aimed at Skilla, so that was wonderful. Oh, don't run straight into those. Do they have a limited range, or are they quite literally as far as the length of the arena? Can we dash through this? Oh, well, one way or another, we actually did avoid taking damage there. Okay, I see you coming. Every once in a while, I actually have a bit of a chance to listen to the lyrics, and they are pretty hilarious. Oh, just a split second too slow to dash to that, because I got greedy. When she's just naming various aquatic creatures. It's like, octopus, shark, platypus, I don't know. That was a little bit fortunate. I did get kind of greedy on that as well. Okay, that's just a stun. But when she's by herself, that doesn't really matter. Oh, what? She's not the featured artist, you just lied to me. Oh, drums are coming. Ooh, okay, that was kind of nasty. Oh, nope, get out of there. Now get in there. Now get out. Yeah, we are definitely splitting our damage a lot between the different ones, but it's adding up slowly but surely. Oh, I did get hit by some of those. And I walked straight into that. And almost walked straight back into that. Okay, don't stand there. We want to go back this way. Hold on. That was very fortunate. There we go. When we get all those effects nearby, we can get them to stack a bit. Okay, I do think our dash deals a little bit of damage. Not a ton, but some. I see you. I do appreciate when you run into my cast that otherwise was not going to hit you. That is very considerate of you. Okay, now she's doing that so that Skilla is the final enemy. Are you doing? Yeah, it looked like you were charging up an attack. Okay, that was very silly damage on my part. Oh, I thought you were going the other way. Also, I did not quite place that where I wanted that to be. There we go. There we go. Bitten by a shark and stung by a jellyfish. Okay, maybe relying that much on our dash is not the right idea. Oh, she's very close to going down. One of those hitting her will probably do... I took a little bit of damage, but mission accomplished. And still might have been among the lowest damage we've ever taken from that fight. I mean, it's a little misleading because our health bar overall is so huge with 232, so percentage-wise, it's not bad. 50-ish damage from that fight, that might have been at least one other attempt that was close to that recently. Are you compellable? You are... Oh, hold on. I need to do this first. Then you're compellable.
See you in the crossroads?
Nice. Okay, and we also have this. Very nice. So yeah, we definitely have way more seeds than we know what to do with right now.
Firmer ground.
We would also very much like to see a shop very soon, because we are loading up on a bunch of gold, and we've passed up on a few shops at this point. And certainly there's that huge one at the end of Tartarus, but... Ooh, I like that. I like these rewards. There's the big shop at the end of Tartarus, but we'd like to at least hit one before then.
Golden petals shall guide you. Illuminate
This.
my path.
Let's get rid of the little guys first. Yeah, and if we could freeze you before you get to do your special attack, that would be lovely. Zero attack is extremely annoying. This, get rid of the vast majority of your armor, but don't get too carried away getting caught in the corner like that. Oh, sure.
I can use this.
Don't mind if we do. Those will be the ways out. Well, there are at least some other small rewards here. Okay, easy. What's another one of these guys? Freeze ya. Stagger ya. Nab a little bit of max health. Get even more on top of what we already have. A bit of coins. As I said, we still very much need more ways to spend those coins. Okay, I think we prioritize... Oh. Okay. I'm not sure I knew we could do that. But I think we prioritize hammer first. At least the high-end potential is certainly higher. I will admit, at first, I may have been treating that as if we got the... Oh, that was bad. I may have been treating that as if we got the upgrade when we first press the button and not after we fight all the enemies. Okay. The tricky thing with us having all these ice abilities is that when we freeze enemies, they have a cooldown before they can be frozen again. And it gets a little hard to keep track sometimes who can and cannot be frozen. So that's why, if we could get that Demeter boon that we saw previously, that increases the duration of freezes, then that'd be a little bit less of an issue. While you channel your charged attacks, deal plus 10% damage, move faster. We saw that before. Special has plus 50 power, but dissipates after striking foes. Charge special creates one more flame. I mean, our special is really good. So I am keen on taking one of these. I'm just not entirely sure what you mean by it dissipates after striking foes. I honestly don't remember. Does our special continue to phase through or hit multiple enemies even after it strikes its first target? Or does it just, well, get removed once it hits the first target? I'm guessing that's what this means, is that it usually would pass through and have the chance to hit multiple enemies, whereas that will not be the case here. I think we still take it, though. I think we still do it.
That's one down.
Because we are fans of our special. Okay, now we do this. Remember, enemies show up first. I do like it when you jump into our freeze, but as I said, need to be a little bit careful. Don't get too carried away relying on freezes where enemies might be on freeze cooldown, or in that case they were, and yet I still got hit twice by them. That's just bad. That's just poor execution on my part. Okay, so our special, for what it's worth, is dealing 128 damage per hit, which I think is pretty good. Specials usually do not deal that much direct damage. Might be able to upgrade that now. Cast deals even more damage. Wait, which one was it that... Yeah, this is from the cast. Okay, this is not Gale Force though. That's Gale Force. The effect is so similar. That is... Oh, and yeah, and the alternative is a Sprint, which does deal a little bit of damage, but this is purely math here to figure out which one is objectively better. So this is 10 damage per second. This is 2 times 4 is 8 damage per second, so this is better, right? I think that checks out, assuming that
I'm finished here.
there are diminishing returns as you get higher level. Although the one that was higher level had higher rarity, but we did the math. I'm pretty sure that checks out. Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be a mini-boss. Do we go even more Demeter? In which case, what are we looking for? Because we have so much from her right now. It would probably be that one that I was just talking about, where we get the extra freeze duration. Or is it here from Hephaestus and it's something entirely different? And I don't know what we're looking for. I mean, if we got something that... Another infusion based on how many water elemental stuffs we had, that would be amazing. I don't know if Demeter has anything along those lines. I feel like we've gotten most of the good Demeter boons outside of that freeze duration, so this is a bit of a risk, but we'll try it. Which boss is it? It's Vampire Dude, which I think we found from previous experience is a lot easier when we freeze him. So that is nice. Let's get rid of these guys first if we can, ideally without taking needless damage. Yeah, and our attack is still incredibly slow. Okay. Saw that one coming. That, get rid of you. Okay, saw that coming too. Just want to do this. Yeah, get that right in the middle of everybody. Okay, now it's just the boss. We do this. He's gonna do an attack. Probably can't be frozen anymore. But that's fine. I wish I'd hit with that. That would have been lovely if I did. Yeah, I mean, you see that, the 120 consistently with a spammable attack is absolutely something. It does add up. Oh, where'd you teleport to? Not very far is the answer. The sprint speed probably does help on this encounter as well, because this guy is fast. But ultimately, not too bad. Not too bad. That guy has given us some trouble on some previous occasions. Okay. The remaining still get magic restoration. Yeah, we saw this previously. You can tank 1 instance of damage. Does prime magic. We're not really spending much magic. Whenever you gather plants, seeds, mushrooms, get max health. If we got this earlier, we have gotten a whole lot of seeds. We do still have the spades, so there is some potential for this to get better still. Be honest, this might be the best option, even this late on in the run. No, I think we probably still take Winter Coat. That's another one that the earlier you get it, the better in all likelihood. I think we still go that route. We go here, we will probably have the option to get even more Demeter boons. What is the record for Demeter boons in a single run? Because feels like we could potentially set that here. Otherwise, we get a palm to upgrade. I mean, we already have several palm upgrades here. So, not really sure we stand to benefit all that much from that. I think we go here. Let's see what options we get. Okay, well, wait. Which one did we take? We did not take the one that benefits from the digging. We were back and forth. Okay, well, maybe we should have. 2020 hindsight.
Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? It's me, all right, Echo. I don't know how come you've been assisting me, but I'm a long way from home and could use all the help I can get going farther.
This is true.
Help going farther. Going farther.
Okay. Right, so get a copy of a Boon of Demeter. So if we want even more, we could do that. Gain plus... wait. Is that healing? Trying to make sure I understand this phrasing. Is this healing or is this max life? I think this is healing, because usually there's a like an upward arrow next to the heart if that's max health. So I don't think that... I mean, we've taken a little bit of damage, but I don't think that's enough to be all that meaningful. Especially when we're having to take 5% damage every time we walk into a room. So we either get a Demeter boon and stack a ridiculous number of those, or we get a boon from the previous night, and I do not remember which gods or goddesses we focused on last run. We had Demeter, I'm pretty sure, because we got the Demeter keepsake on the previous run. So it might be Demeter either way. But I think at this point, we might be starting to, well, maybe one more Demeter boon? We'll go one more Demeter boon.
For me? Are you sure?
Now I think we want to switch over to another god or goddess, because I think we've started to get all the Demeter boons we could realistically benefit from. We could swap Poseidon's attack for a Demeter attack. I'm not thrilled about that, because as I said, we can't really benefit all that much from the freeze on all of our different types of skills, since there's a one universal freeze cooldown. So I think this is what we really wanted, and once we have this, we really don't have much need for anything else from Demeter, outside of like a duo boon or a legendary boon. Which honestly, I'd be a little surprised we haven't gotten at this point, given how much stuff we have from her already. Okay, so Hephaestus, magic, coins, Poseidon, health, and Selene. Where did we... have we spent coins? I thought we had a little bit more than that. I think we go here. I don't think the coins are going to be that useful for us at this stage. I think... and the magic is not that helpful. This is mostly Hephaestus versus Poseidon. We have some Poseidon to work with. I like the max health. Selene could be helpful, depending on what we get. Okay. Oh, I almost walked straight into you. I still almost walked straight into you. Pretty sure I saw other dudes there in the middle as well. I did. Activate this. Okay, you're down. Oh, this is free, so we'll take it. Anything? Oh, we can technically see even the mini stuff, right? With help of the bow. I've once again accidentally blown that up. I think Selene is probably lowest priority, or max health potentially. That's a lot of stuff. Ooh, okay. Drop that. Use this to get rid of their armor. That. Use this to get rid of their armor. Okay, nope, none of that, none of that. Now we freeze you. So how many of those guys are there? I missed as well. So yeah, our special is higher damage than our attack for just spamming purposes, for what it's worth. So our attack kind of has no use. Wait, what is the range of our attack relative to our special? Maybe our attack actually has slightly longer range. Might travel faster. Wait, hold on. That was a barrier that was going into. Or they have identical range. I think we prioritize you.
Incoming.
Whoa. What? Wait. That is the boss, the mini-boss from Erebus. Like, full-fledged mini-boss. I mean, I have no idea if her health is the same. Her range might be slightly lower. But that's the first time we've seen that. I do like how she can't hit us from that distance. Oh, that was one of the explodey things. Okay, we did get rid of the mini-boss now, which is nice. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so what are we looking for from Poseidon? Let's see.
On my authority.
Strike foes with your weapon. Spirit bubble. Yeah, we saw that. Not a huge fan of it. Splash effects from Poseidon also inflict slip. They take more damage or are knocked away further. Any minor rewards are increased. I think we have to go slippery slope. But I'm not thrilled about that. That does not feel especially useful. I mean, I guess we actually go Selene here. Which admittedly I was just autopiloting and was not paying attention to where this was confirming it was located. Oh, don't okay. That one, I should take some ownership of it. I was locked into an animation that I had already dashed away. At least I'd already pressed the button to dash away. But because I had spammed one of the other attacks too much, I was still locked into an animation. Excuse me, sir. Please don't do that. Please stop doing that. Okay, if these could just, like, go away. There we go. Everything's fine.
Draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I know through your headmistress of your vision in which Kronos found and captured the three fates. This must have been a key component of his plan, but it does not change ours. The Silver Sisters never cede control.
Okay, so what do we get from you? Impervious Living Nightmare. We've seen this before. Hex fires a beam. We've taken this, but I don't think we've ever really used it. Hex raises one. We also took this, but I don't think ever used it previously. But it sounds so cool. And even against some bosses, as long as they've already had their ads phase, then it is possible to use this against them. Whereas some of the other ones, like turning enemies into the sheep or whatever it is, that does not work against bosses. So this just is too cool to pass up on.
You shall be feared.
And we technically could use it in this very room. Maybe we will as soon as we activate this. We're a necromancer. Confirmed. Oh, I so wished that it was going to be the mini-boss. That would have been insane if it was. Okay, so admittedly, though, it's kind of confusing. The projectiles that those zombie dudes throw on the ground, it was not obvious which ones were ours and which ones were theirs. I'll be honest, I did not know that they deal damage on hit. But obviously, it kind of makes sense that they do, but very much seems like the explosion is the primary thing. Okay. Yeah, maybe not our best little bit of combat there, but there we go.
That was all of them.
Get some max health while we're at it, and we're, at least once it is maxed out, at almost, well, kinda close to 300. Okay. This looks like the final room before the boss. Since we have two choices and they only have one reward in them, I think we have to go to this shop. Otherwise, we just aren't going to have enough opportunities to benefit from our coins. Oh, that almost forced me to walk straight into the brambles. Yeah, we did pass on Hermes before. It's not a bad idea to take him here. I mean, we can buy everything if we really want to. Selene is maybe a little bit questionable. Let's start here, though. Or maybe, well, start here. In case, I don't remember if Hermes has anything that scales based on how much health you have, but if he does...
So, Crab somehow got hold of the three fates. That isn't good. Not sure what we can do about it, Em. At least now everybody on Olympus knows. I figured it was time. Got us a bit on edge, though we do hide it pretty well.
Okay. Let's see. Attacks are faster. I think our specials being faster would be bigger. Foes' range shots are slower. I mean, we're making everything slower with our freeze. There's something to be said for this as well. But I think our specials are our primary source of damage. Sort of. Once the enemies are frozen, at least. So I think we take that. This, if we were to take it, I think would mostly be for the sake of getting a passive effect for maybe a little bit more damage or a little bit of dodge chance when our hex is not ready. Is that worth 100 coins? I mean, at this rate, we're probably only going to have one more shop after this, and it'll be the very last shop before Kronos. So that's a... outside of the little mini shops, I think we take it then. Okay, let's see. Well, I was reading the bottom right corner, which does not tell us the new thing. While your hex is not ready, deal plus 5% damage. I thought it was lower number than that. I'll take 5% damage. Raised Servant deals plus 10%. I might just go. We have 5 of these? Oh, snap. Okay. I might just stack all of the bonus damage while hex is not ready. Except... oh, okay. No, for a second I thought this activates the Raised Servant for us automatically, just by sprinting, which would have been incredible. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can't quite make it to the end. Hex also makes your Raised Servants explode, dealing 900 damage around them. Could get to one of these, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could. Raised Servants gain an after you take damage effect from your... do we have any? I don't think we have any boons that deal damage when we take damage. Raised Servants fight for you indefinitely in that location rather than expire. That does sound pretty sweet too. Oof. If we go here, Raised Servant damage, Raised Servant damage. We get a lot of that then. Then the thing is that relies on us using the Servant a lot. Whereas I do think if we get all of the bonus damage when your Servant, or when your Hex is not active, that adds up to a pretty crazy amount. That does kind of intrigue me. I think at the very least we can establish we want this. Question then becomes, do we want this? Because if we take it, that locks us out of taking you. We get 30% raised, or damage from Raised Servant. So what do we have for charged stuff? I think maybe charged special might be our best option. I think I'm going to be boring here. I'm gonna be boring. I mean, that's still a ton of damage. We can still get a little more servant damage if we really want. Yeah. In case we happen to get Selene later, we'll keep that option open. We might have just enough to make it happen, but otherwise... Where does it show it? It shows it here. 15% damage. That's pretty solid across the board, as long as our Hex is not active, and that's going to be the case for a lot of the time. Let's jump in.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
Cerberus gave us a surprising amount of trouble last time. In the past, it was a fight that we had had a lot of success with. Not so much last time, though. For whatever reason. If you want to come over here, I'm going to proactively place that. Except you didn't really proactively come over here. But I do think that cast is going to be really useful against Cerberus. Okay, that was our armor breaking, but so be it. Oh, I walked into that. And that. Okay. You know, that is on me. That was... Oh, no, that is in range. Okay, good, good, good. Move out of there. Drop one of those. That will explode. But now that is a safe direction. What's he do? Oh, is this ad phase? Yeah. I forget how active Cerberus is during his ads phase. The answer is more active than I would like him to be. Oh, and that is also something that I did not want him to do. I'm not sure if we've gotten rid of all the ads yet. We have not, for what it's worth. I'm gonna try to kite you into one of those, except that I didn't. This guy's just gonna be dashing around for the remainder of this encounter. Oh, also I saw that at the last second. Okay, got rid of that, finally. Long overdue. Okay, now... Cerberus is all sad and making us all sad. Okay, I would like if we could run really anywhere at all. Like, really anywhere at all. So if we had that down, oh, at the beginning of that encounter, that would have helped quite a bit. Especially when he was right about to change phases. Oh, that's a really nasty enemy. The smoke cloud dude. Especially if Cerberus is still up right now, which I honestly don't even know. Okay, this is cruel and unusual punishment. This is actually really annoying. Okay, we got rid of the smoke cloud guy. That should make a... Oh! It's the opposite direction I told you to dash in. And that is not the first time that has happened in this run. And that is frustrating. That was a sizable chunk of damage we took. In the process, I could have proactively put a cast down there. I will now. I don't think that counts as proactive anymore, though. Oh, okay, where I wanted to stand is no longer safe. And he's doing this, which seems like a great time to do that. Is he in that circle? Not quite. Very unfortunate. Oh, I think we just barely avoided taking damage from that. Okay, follow behind me, and that's actually helpful on this occasion for once. You know, you were supposed to keep moving just then. That's not gonna take you. Oh, okay, hold on. Patience. Patience. Come here, doggy. I'm pretty sure I didn't quite have the range to do that. Yeah, this is a great opportunity, though. Look at how much this damage stacks. Oh. Wait for it. Then we go. Ah, that was bad placement. Sloppy placement. Okay, come here. Oh, that's where I got greedy, but ultimately the cast did take him out. Certainly far better than our previous Cerberus encounter.
Tired for the moment, fearsome Cerberus gives the princess an appreciative look.
Okay.
You're free again.
So we'll nab this. there anything else of interest in here? I don't think so. Oh, except this.
Having quelled the fury of the fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus, the Princess of the Dead stands poised to delve into the pits of Tartarus, where waits her lifelong foe.
Indeed.
We're now so close, aren't we?
Okay, so this is where we head down. We'll get a percentage-based health restoration here, which gives us over 100. So we are just about maxed out, especially if you consider we're going to have a couple of rooms to walk into before we start taking damage again. So that's pretty sweet. Now the question becomes, do we keep this keepsake? I don't think so. I don't remember. I think we did use it once. We obviously got more boons from Demeter, no question. But I think this is where we break out the Lucky Tooth for that one extra Death Defiance. So we've already used this. I don't really think Hephaestus is going to do us much good. I mean, if we happen to get another boon from Selene, which I think would only come from the shop in all likelihood, I still don't think that's probably worth doing. I think keep it simple. Go with this. Only way it could be better would be, of course, if it were higher rank, but we'll settle for the 51 Death Defiance. 51 life, that is. The other ones, the more straightforward starting Death Defiances, those are worth a lot when we have basically 300 health.
They'll know I'm here.
I also don't remember what our priming magic is doing for us. I kind of forgot.
An infiltrator breaks through our defenses.
Yeah, you could say that. Okay, I like taking care of that guy like that. Likewise here.
More.
Oh, hello. Oh, you are not completely frozen. I vaguely remember this being the case on one prior occasion where we thought we were totally safe from you and we weren't. No, don't do that. Stop doing that. There definitely is more. Oh, and there's one of the rat creating dudes. Whoa, look at all of them. Okay. I'm not sure if we took damage, which would probably make that our best room ever in Tartarus. There might have been prior occasions where we haven't taken any damage, but made it a whole lot easier with all of our freezing. Okay, I'd like to sneak around, hit you. Okay, that should take you out. Use the freeze duration to sneak up behind those guys so that they cannot hit us as easily with their shields. Or rather, cannot block as easily with their shields. Oh, I almost walked. I basically did walk straight into that, and yet I don't think we took damage. So, our best start, for sure. Okay, now how bold are we feeling? Do we tempt fate? Try the mini-boss in favor of getting a Hephaestus boon of theoretically higher rarity? I don't know if we've ever done a mini-boss on Tartarus, and I don't know what to expect other than, given how we just saw a mini-boss from Erebus show up in a random encounter in the Fields of Morning, I kind of expect for maybe even a full-blown floor boss here, like Hecate? No, it couldn't be Hecate. It wouldn't be Scylla and all of her friends, I don't think. It'd be Cerberus again? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's worth the risk. Maybe we settle with what we have here and we rely on the shop to give us the last set of bonuses. It's close, though. If ever there was a time where we would feel confident being more ambitious, with the other stuff that we take on, this would probably be that run. Did we, was it that the priming is giving us the extra, 1 instance of damage immunity? I think that might be it. That was extremely close. Okay, that was 2. I'd like to just get rid of those things. That was probably not, in hindsight, where I would have liked to place the cast. I like this one better. I did want to hit the other money bag, though. Just dash through that attack. You're down. You're down. Okay, I mean, it's going pretty smoothly at the moment, dare I say, knock on wood. Okay. Where was the exit exactly? Oh, okay. For a second I thought our only option was Zeus mini-boss. I mean, yeah, I am tempted, but I feel like maybe instead of using our build, our comfort in our build as an excuse to take unnecessary risks, we say, let's keep it simple here and try to lean on that power on the Kronos fight itself. And at this stage, we're so close to that fight, we just choose to, ooh, don't walk into that. We just choose to minimize risk at this stage. And that guy can... So, oh, I forgot about the projectiles for a second there. I would like to get rid of those guys. Ooh, you did not get frozen from that. I do see those projectiles. Oh, I did not see that one, though. Just casually dig this up real quick. That should get rid of... Oh, there is one more. It's the one that I once again almost walked into. I'm gonna be honest. It's a little deceptive, those projectiles from the hourglasses, because they are exactly the same color as these flames around the edges, and these candles, and because they move outside of the arena and can cut back in, sometimes it is not clear at a quick glance, especially when the room is very crowded and a lot is going on, what is an actual dangerous projectile and what is just stuff in the room that doesn't do anything. Alright, well, no choices here. We did take some damage in that room. Okay, once again, these guys concern me. I'd like to place that, ideally closer to all those guys. Oh my god. It's also just the sheer quantity of these enemies makes it so that there's a wall of these projectiles that are completely unavoidable, or at least it certainly feels that way. It feels like Mission Impossible here. All the lasers that we can't touch, otherwise we'll get blasted. There's a whole lot of those. Oh, man. See just how much damage we took from this room alone. That's really frustrating. This is like... This feels so much more difficult than the other rooms that we've seen. And when I see that many of the enemies that were hitting us had the tiniest sliver of health, that doesn't sit that doesn't sit very well with me either. Okay. So that means we came very close to probably taking, no joke, 50 less damage in that room, because I think that's about how much we took. Ugh. Alright. Well, we still have all our Death Defiances. We still do have a fair bit of health. We do have a lot of coins. Tons of palms. Ooh. No boons. That's kind of disappointing.
Lord Charon.
would have liked to have gotten some boons directly. Okay, let's see. So that's 400. That's 480. That'd be 680, although we don't even really need that extra magic. I mean, it does help us a little bit to facilitate the hex, and having more max magic than the amount of magic you need to spend to unlock the hex is maybe a good idea. So I guess we'll just do all this, and still don't really think or / understand what the use case is for this. Let's go here, because that gives us a Charon card. So why would you just purchase one directly for like twice the cost? Okay, so we can upgrade our special damage, which is good. Oh, yeah, so this is what's priming the magic force. I really don't think that matters, especially if we're about to pick up even more max magic. I really don't think this is doing us much either. So serious diminishing returns here. This is 2 levels up, mind you, and we are getting 5% extra damage. But I think it honestly might still be the best option. Otherwise, what exactly does the slip damage do? Yeah, I think it's still this.
I accept this gift.
We've already gotten a lot of palms, which is why, in general, I was not super thrilled about seeing these, because we are seeing a whole bunch of diminishing returns. This is probably better. Would have liked to have seen this for the double palm upgrade. This is just a single palm upgrade this time. Do this, and then we'll take this, because we can't afford that at this stage. So, certainly in terms of max health and max magic, I think on both accounts this is the most we've ever had. If you add her in the armor, then we are above 300 at this stage. We have all of our Death Defiances, so from a survivability standpoint, this is probably, certainly, exactly the opposite of what I just said. It is our best run ever, from that standpoint. We have the freeze as well, which at least slows Charon, which can make it easier for us to dodge Chronos, which makes it easier for us to dodge his attacks if it doesn't mess with our rhythm at all, at least. So our pure damage is maybe not the best it's ever been, but our cast is still pretty solid if we get him stuck in it for a period of time and can get what is basically dot working. So alright, here it goes.
The fates cannot help you now. The course of history is mine to shape, yet you continue vexing me, as though you wish to do so in my stead. Fine, what shall it be? Shall I just go ahead and cede my rightful throne?
Rightful is debatable.
You don't set the course of history. Your time. You're just the paving stones we cross along our way.
Ooh.
More than getting back at the gods, you're getting back at the fates, who know your rightful place in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, the fates theoretically have control over Chronos in that way, so you would think he wouldn't really be able to manipulate them, even though that's obviously what he's trying to do.
I do in fact take issue with the fates, though they ought to be none of your concern or anyone's. Imagine being free to make your own decisions now, only to long for the weight of their yoke upon your back. How pathetic.
Alright, gonna quickly get in for that. And probably try to get rid of some of these guys. Okay. Didn't really... Come on. Just get rid of these guys. What are you doing? I was not sure. Whoa, that was very close. That did hit us. Okay. I don't think we want to stand there. I'm pretty sure. Although, if he were stuck in that for the entire time, that would be great. Okay, this is a bad place to get stuck. This is a bad place to get stuck. That's a good place to be, though. Don't stand there. Okay, don't stand here. I'm not really sure what you're doing. Okay, it's that.
Be gone.
Okay, as long as you're standing in our cast, that works. I think we just play the patient game here. Rely on the cast to do much of the heavy lifting for us. Yeah, that was kind of unnecessary risk, but I wanted to get in there and try to hit him with it. Cast. Yeah, I feel like we just ignore the... Oh, don't hit us twice with that at least. I feel like we just ignore these things. What is he doing? Is he invulnerable right now? I'm honestly not sure. Are these really legions of the Golden Age? Is that a double attack this time? That was one of the things we've had trouble with more recently, is Kronos chaining multiple attacks together. Get you there? I'm not sure if I did. Okay, don't stand right there. Just playing this one very patiently this time. Okay. Maybe next time. Did he walk into that? I don't know if he did. Oh, okay. That was not great. That was greedier. No! I really cannot tell the difference between which attack he's charging up. That's a great opportunity to hit him, though. Okay, maybe not there, though. I think that's an iframe, or invulnerability phrase. Ooh, that's the triple combo that he's hit us with at least once before. That's a triple combo of a different variety. I don't really think we want to be right next to him when he finishes that combo. Oh, well, maybe we do. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna bait you over here. That does, surprisingly, kind of work. Oh, okay. Nope, nope, that was bad. That was bad. I knew it was bad as soon as we found ourselves in that spot. Okay, that's gonna deal extra damage. So that was our first Death Defiance, but we still have 120 health even after a Death Defiance, which is where we benefit from having the huge max health in total. That is maybe the first time I was actually able to recognize what attack that was going to be. I think we just need to act on the assumption that his combos are going to be triple combos for the most part. Unless if he's doing that. Oh, what's he doing? Okay, he's summoning more dudes. These guys have armor. Which we... Oh, what the heck? Got rid of one of them. They can summon the rats as well. I do not remember this from previous go-rounds. That's kind of nasty. And the rats don't deal a ton of damage. That does, though. I'm sure that would, too. Nope, don't want to be here. Don't want to be here. Yeah, wait for it. How many things is he doing? Wait for it. Okay. I don't know what... Okay. That. Wait for it. Hit you with this. I thought that was the scepter or the throw attack. This. That's what I expected that time. Okay, don't be in there. Oh, I knew he was coming, but I thought we had iframes from that dash, and that is the wrong place to stand. Okay, so we have one Death Defiance left from Skelly. But there's the first phase down.
You wretched child. Like father, like daughter, then, is it?
So this is only our second time getting to this stage. We died immediately last time. Okay, we need to go wherever it is telling us. Oh, this is a clock, I'm now realizing. We need to go here. If we don't go here, we die. Okay, so we do that. Now everything is new. Now I have no idea what this is. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Don't stand there. I think we're standing in the middle here. Okay, I'm guessing we don't want to step on those things. Or that. Or those things. Oh, go here. Okay. Now get you here. I think we took some damage from something there, but I don't know what. It's moving around the clock. Oh, don't stand there. That was very close. Okay, now we need to be here. Let's see. Oh, never mind. We don't need to be there. We don't want to be there. Okay, we're learning. We've made it a lot further than last time. Oh, get here. Okay, and that was a Death Defiance for what it's worth. That was the Skelly Death Defiance. Okay, we need to be in the middle, I think. Except we need to also dash out of that? Okay, that is unclear to me exactly how that one works. So we're just trying to learn this phase at this point. Oh, yep. Yep. As soon as he threw it, I knew we were done for. But honestly, we made it pretty far into that phase. There are several times where he stands still for a while, so we were able to plant that cast and have the dot tick away. So that was... If you consider that was functionally our first attempt actually seeing that second phase, that wasn't bad.
We made it back here safe and sound, didn't we, Phrenos?
Okay. Brood a little bit.
Father, he was so happy then. But now, don't let the Titan break his spirit.
Okay. No Dora. But Moros does have something to say.
If I may, Princess, the faded list of minor prophecies, have you been able to make use of it?
We have.
I have. Thank you for bringing it to me. So then the Fates already know what's going to happen in all this? Everything I'm going to do?
Theoretically, if they've planned out that far, I mean, it's the Fates. They must have, right?
Well, yes and no. The faded list says as little of your future as necessary. I briefly was its host myself and saw there but a single prophecy, that I would pass it on to you.
Then that's a prophecy fulfilled.
And I think it is one that we have cashed in.
The Fates, they need my help.
Oh, well, I did not realize the name of this one before. Help us? We require and request your assistance. This is no prophecy, merely a plea. Oh no! We take considerable risk in reaching out to you thus, though can foresee no other option. Oh gosh, that's terrible. It's the Fates we're talking about. If anyone has the ability to control their own fate, surely it's the Fates.
What if I try this?
Okay. We can... Wait, just enough to get this. Restore the crossroads hot springs. They may be used? Minimum 2 guests at a time? Minimum or maximum? Grants... I have no idea what that is. I also have no idea what the hot springs are. My only hesitation is if there's anything that seems better that we are close but not quite able to afford, that we might be able to pick up some plants to be able to do. So maybe hold on just a second, see if we can farm anything. See if this changes any of the arithmetic. Now make up our minds. Okay, but it's still this, and just this. So let's do it.
My blood and darkness.
Oh, is this going to be the room in the top left corner that's been blocked off?
I felt your words.
It it is done.
No, it's in the top right corner, and I had no idea there was an area over
The
there.
Hound and Polecat must have gone to scout.
Because I probably was always distracted by the pets over here. What is this place all about?
A small spring draws its heat from deep within the earth. Its water so pristine and pure that they can cleanse the body and the soul.
Okay.
If I get in, I might never want to get out.
So what? I mean, cool and all, don't get me wrong, but what purpose does it serve? Not immediately obvious. I'm sure at some point that will be significant, but right now, I do not know how or why. Okay. I am a little tempted. Oh, see what we have here. Oh, yeah. So this is the thing that we also got from completing that. Apparently it's... Oh, wait. Bath salts? Yes. There might be an innocent use case for those, but I'll be honest. There's a different thing that I'm more familiar, at least I associate with it a little bit more than using it in baths. So, hopefully we are not going to, what was it, eat someone's face? Don't look it up, trust me. I'm sorry, but it is a thing that happened. Alright, Nemesis.
I can't believe you got to Kronos before me.
Several times at that.
Chance against him, but didn't think you'd get there at all anytime soon.
Yeah, no, you are way behind, Nemesis, and that's why your smack talk has, well, been rather unimpressive.
Is that supposed to be some sort of compliment? Or an apology, perhaps?
No.
Okay. Oh, we do have a... We have a nectar? I don't remember getting one.
A word of caution, Goddess, in regard to an impediment you may confront when finally you reach the far end of the morning fields.
We already have, but go on.
Suggest it's some sort of infernal beast. A big one. Our shades had to stay very far away.
I can corroborate our Shade's reports, and add that this infernal beast is none other than Cerberus, my father's household pet, acting on instinct and pure rage.
I feared as much, for they said the beast had several fire-spitting maws. I don't suppose he recognized you after all this time and let you pass?
You know, only after defeating him in combat.
He did neither of those things. I have to help him.
Okay. Anyone else to chat with over here? I mean, I am still curious. This is the room that I was referring to. This is where I thought the spring was going to pop up.
Denied.
Still don't know what that is, though. Okay, so let's plant some stuffs. We've generally been planting the poppy seeds because theoretically they're the rarest of the things we have here, but I don't know. I think we might have some recipes where the cattails are actually
here you'll grow strong.
The bottleneck. So even if they technically aren't as rare, so to speak, there are recipes that need them, so they are more useful, at least in the short term, to us. We could certainly still purchase more things from the broker, and we may opt to do so once we take a closer look at where we land here. But let's see, how are we doing from a psyche standpoint? Like, when we only need 20 more psyche to improve our grasp, that is kind of tempting to just waltz on over and pick up a little bit more. You know, I think I'm probably about to do that. We got at least a little bit of bones on that run. Not a ton, but I think we had at least one room that had it. How much psyche can we get? Oh. Ooh. You know, on second thought, after seeing the cost, I'm a little less intrigued by that idea. I might pass. I might pass. Now that you mention it. As for the other stuff, though, might we prefer... Okay, we do have enough ash to get this, which would give us, from a grasp standpoint, a free 2 change of fates. Which, how do we get wool? Is wool the one that we've seen? No, moon dust is the one that we can purchase. Wool we don't know how to get at all, right? So I think we are more or less completely locked out of this for the time being. Get another change of fate here. Plus 25% damage to foes afflicted with at least 2 curse effects. Any boons you are... Oh, this one, I mean... It's expensive from a grasp standpoint, but the effect is very nice.
Excellent.
And it does make it so we can now see several other things here. We finally can figure out what the heck Cerberus's reward is. It's tears? Oh. That's actually crushing. That's so sad. We quite literally farm tears from Cerberus. That's so cruel. Alright, well, any boons you're offered have a plus 6% chance to be a duo whenever possible. That also... Oh, that's free? Oh, we are close from an Ashes standpoint. Alright, I'm like really close. That one I might be more easily convinced. Wait. You get 1 Ashes from 15 bones? The exchange rate on these is just brutal. How many Ashes short were we? I don't know if we can justify that. Especially when you consider that we could probably get enough Ashes from just 1 more run to be able to unlock that. So that's probably going to be a next time thing. Next we need 7. And what was it? It was like 25 bones or something like that for 1 Ashes. So that would be exorbitantly expensive for this. So I think we probably do hold off. And probably hold off on any of these other ones for the same reason. So we want to prioritize this, because this is pretty nice. And then also Golden Apple, which we've never seen before. Any boons you're offered have plus 10% chance to be epic. That's obviously even better than this one here. Oh, and that one's free as well? Whoa, but I have no idea how we get a Golden Apple. Some of these things might be from the surface, so it might quite literally just be impossible at this stage for us to get them. But in time, I would like to get both these things, because they look quite good. As for the keepsakes, though, I mean, we had probably our most successful keepsake-oriented run this time round. We kind of messed with the Silken Sash on the first floor, taking a bunch of unnecessary damage, although then we got Arachne, which made it so we were still able to regain some armor after that. We got a whole bunch of Demeter boons from this, maybe so much so that the keepsake was actually a little detrimental, though we voluntarily chose Demeter at times. But then the Luckier Tooth was very good at the end for us, giving us that 1 extra Death Defiance against Kronos, and that's really all you can ask for. I mean, of course, level it up further, and it gives us even more life, so that would be great, but maybe that is roughly the game plan that we consider using going forward. Start with this, then mid-floors, choose a god/goddess, or a keepsake that gives you boons of a specific variety. For that, to fill any gap you feel you need to fill on your build, then you finish with the Luckier Tooth as purely a bossing strategy against Kronos. Then I doubt we can afford to purchase anything else here, because yeah, we still need bronze, we don't know how to get that, and that's also the issue with the Rod of Fishing. But we can finally use the weapon that has the bonus.
Something's changed about that altar of yours recently, and you have been at it more and more, young one. Mayhaps awakened newfound power there, or what?
Can't remember if we've heard this before, but that is probably referencing our newfound ability to upgrade our Arcana.
I've consecrated the ashes and gained insight into the potential of the Arcana, Commander. Requires a little moon dust and a lot of focus. Perhaps the other way around.
Moon dust? Think the old broker started pawning off that stuff, though I have heard it's possible a witch like you could brew it up herself.
Brew it,
Sounds like you
say?
better stock up.
Okay, that's actually... Hold on. I'm kind of curious to see if we can only brew it once Skelly makes that comment. because I don't think we'd seen that in the past.
What now?
Can only get... Oh, wait, we can afford this. Oh, well, it does cost a whole bunch of ashes, which we were saying we did kind of want to save to get some nice Arcana upgrades soon. So I think we still hold off. This is the thing that we need to start going up to the surface, and that is a bottleneck we suspect for several different types of upgrades, but I still really want to defeat Kronos at least once before we start going up to the surface, because we're getting so close. And of course, once we do start going up to the surface, presumably there'll be a whole new set of basic enemies and bosses. We'll be all distracted by that stuff, and Kronos, at least temporarily, may very well take a bit of a back seat. So let's keep our current goal, take down Kronos, and we are getting oh so close. Our best run yet, we're not quite there. This is a good place for us to stop, so thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.